Hey everybody, we are out here at one of my favorite tailgating groups, and it's led by Christy Lopez, and Mike Richman is out here also with us. He is the Redskins historian, the author of the Redskins Encyclopedia, and you're also doing radio work also, right?
I am, yes. I'm the co-host of a show called the DC Sports Blitz. It airs on ESPN 840 in Charlottesville, Virginia, and that station is actually part of a network in Central and Southwestern Virginia.
All right, now Mike, why don't you share a little bit of history with us? We've just had the passing of Sammy Baugh, and talk a little bit about this guy, how great he was.
I say he's the greatest all-around player in NFL history by far. He set multiple records in the three major phases of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. Nobody comes close to that. And as far as the Redskins, he came to the Skins in 1937, their very first season in Washington, and he was their leader during that glory period. The Redskins played in 5 championship games up until 1945, won twice, and he was their superstar at that time. In training camp in 1937, and Flaherty said to Baugh, hey, you know, you should aim for the face, and in particular the eye. And then Baugh says, which eye, coach? And it's one of those stories that's been handed down from generation to generation, but the point is, you know, Baugh was this cool, calm guy, and, you know, he could throw it at either eye if he wanted to. On defense, he picked off 31 passes. He was a great punter and a master at the quick kick. Nobody comes close to his achievements in the NFL. And of course, he was a great passer. He threw for more than 22,000 yards in his career.
Yeah, he was one of the first big passers in the NFL, right?
He was the first great passer in the league, that's correct. When he entered the league in 1937, the NFL was mostly a run-oriented game, but he revolutionized the game. Now, there were other great quarterbacks at the time, such as the Bears, Sid Luckman, Davey O'Brien with the Eagles, Ace Parker with the Brooklyn Dodgers, but he was head and shoulders above them.
What would be, in your opinion, what the Redskins would need on their wish list for this coming year?
I think they must address both sides of the line. Offensive line, they don't have any starters under the age of 30. At least that's the way it was for most of this season. And several players may be gone after this season, such as longtime right tackle John Jansen. I think 5-time Pro Bowler Chris Samuels on the left will be there, but they need to really revamp the offensive line. Jason Campbell, too, I think he's been sacked 34 times this season, which is among the highest numbers in the NFL in that category. In terms of the defensive line, and I have stressed this all along, they need a pass rusher who can get in the backfield and create havoc back there. Because if you put pressure on the quarterback, you're going to cause turnovers. And they don't have that, and they haven't had that in recent seasons. So they need to address both sides of the line.
All right, let's see what the tailgaters feel about that. What do you feel that the Redskins would need on their wish list for this coming year?
You know, I agree about the lines. We definitely need to address the lines. We've got an older line that's sort of deteriorating. I agree. I don't agree so much on the defensive line, and I think we need defensive tackles more so than we need defensive ends specializing in pass rush, because we have a lot of guys who, I mean, Andre Carter gets around to the edge, but we got a quarterback who can step up in the pocket and have a soft pocket. We need a big, nasty 340-pound defensive tackle who can collapse the pocket. And then I think outside of that, man, we need some playmakers. You know, we need a real receiver. I mean, Moss is good, but I think we need a true number one. We need, you know, we need some playmakers. I think that's the big thing. And then lines is basically where it starts.
All right. Well, we've got a Redskin fan from Texas.
From Dallas, Texas.
And I know she has something great on her wish list for the Redskins.
A new O-line. I think we need to make some changes there. I think, as we have heard before, we definitely need someone that can step up and be the, oh my God, here they come kind of leader. We need the player that says, oh my God, we don't want to go into that house. They don't want to be here. I want it to be where they don't want to come into this house. You know, that they're afraid to be here. We definitely have to have somebody, when they come in here, I want them to fear this house. You know,
yeah.
This is, I know I'm from Dallas, but this is our house.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
All right. Great. Great. So what do you think?
Well, I concur with Joe and Blondie, and I'll add something. I think we need a real general manager, a strong general manager. Serrato hadn't gotten it done. He just hasn't gotten it done.
All right.
You know, D-line, O-line, that goes without saying. That's what we need. I think we need a new general manager.
All right, and Christy, you've got it at the end here. See if you make it unanimous here.
I agree with the O-line. I agree with a lot of what my friends and tailgaters have said. But also, we are missing a spark. What is that spark? I don't know. But we need somebody who can get these boys fired up and ready to fight the fight to win. And whatever that takes is what we need.
All right. And Christy, how long have you guys been doing this tailgating? It seems like a lot of fun out here.
We've started it about 5 years ago. It started with about 20 people, and now we range anywhere from 100 to 300 people a home game.
All right. And any stories, interesting stories about being out here?
Well, we had Rachel Ray a few years ago.
Okay.
She actually broke our Redskin pinata for us, and when she hit the pinata, she hit her cameraman with the pinata in the face.
All right.
So that was fun.
Did she do any grilling, though? Did she do any cooking out here?
She didn't do any cooking, but she tried to get a lot of recipes from some of us.
All right.
Because we have some masters in the food department.
Yeah, and I can smell it right now, and I think I'm going to go back there and get some of the good food.
Feel free. Right this way.
All right.
Here you go. Nice fried turkey. Pez from ExtremeSkins, he's the one that cooks them up. We cooked, he cooked 2 of them up today. Normally he does about 20, 30 pounds for the wings, but today he did 2 deep fried turkeys.